Testing, testing. All right, sound should be good. We are live. Let's wait for a few people to join, and then we'll get started here in a few moments. I'm in here, says 0 viewers though. All right, sweet. I'm gonna wait for a few people to join on YouTube, and then we'll get started here. Probably in about 30 seconds. So just hold on. I got started a few seconds late. So, all right, I'm gonna go over to Bitcoin and get set up there at least. Okay, so people can join later if they want. Right now, Bitcoin is at 56.7. On the one-day MACD, which is what we're on right now, it looks like Bitcoin has bottomed and we're at support. Because you've used this as support in the past and you've always bounced from here. Sometimes you go a little bit lower, but for the most part, I think Bitcoin is at a bottom. I think worst-case scenario is 55K for Bitcoin, if not a little bit higher. Because if I go to the 6-hour chart on Bitcoin, you kind of got double bottom actually at 55.7. You bottomed there once on the 18th of November, and then you bottomed again today, 4 days later, and both times you got a bounce. Now, obviously, today's bounce isn't as good of a bounce yet, but that can change. So as of right now, I think we formed a double bottom here at 55.7. So that could be the low, actually. We might not even see 55K. And also, like I said, the daily chart on the MACD is looking bullish, so I would, or it's reversing to the upside, which is bullish. So I do think Bitcoin's probably bottomed here at 55.7. I could be wrong, and I think the worst case scenario would be 55K. If we go below that, we'll obviously have to reevaluate everything, and it's going to become extremely bearish for the overall crypto market if we go below 55K, because then 51K would be next, and then 47K. But I think if we go below 55K, it's going to be a bear market, at least to the end of, well, we could be in a bear market if we can't hold 55K. That's just my opinion, though. So right now for Bitcoin on the bigger time frames, 64K is where you need to get above. That's where the 618 is. And usually the 618 is reversal points, either to the upside for continuation or to the downside. So really 64K is where we need to get above, I would say, and then break that all-time highs, of course. But 64K is really the target Bitcoin needs to get above. And Bitcoin really needs to stay above, like I said, 55K. And I'd like it to stay above 55.7, because that's where, as of right now, we have a double bottom. So that's kind of it for Bitcoin. 64K should be the target to the upside, and you cannot, I don't think you can break 55K and still be bullish on Bitcoin. I'm going to go over to Jasmine now, and then I'm going to do a few other coins, and then I'll start taking requests. All right, I'm going to clean up part of this chart on Jasmine because it's kind of hard. So I actually got into Jasmine. It's currently at 21.11, and then on Binance, it's looking like it's at 22.5. So it's pretty close. But anyways, I got into Jasmine, I believe, at 22.9 earlier today. I could have bought it on the dip at 18.7 where the 618 was. I told you guys to buy it there, and I didn't listen to my own advice, and I ended up buying a few hours ago at 22.8. I'm still holding because I'm looking at and trading on the daily time frame, and the daily time frame on the MACD is reversing back to the upside. And it's, I think, and you just made a new daily candle, it's almost about to turn green here, maybe even tomorrow, depending on what the price action does for Jasmine, the daily time frame for the MACD. So I think Jasmine's definitely bottomed here at, let me check the price. I think it was 13 cents. Maybe you went a little bit lower than that a few days ago. I think that's a bottom for Jasmine. Also, Jasmine got listed on Coin or on Binance today, which is also probably part of the reason it went back up. So now that it's on multiple exchanges, I expect Jasmine to go well above 34 cents or whatever the recent high was. I expect $1 on Jasmine by the end of the year, bare minimum. But I think that's probably a good target as $1 for Jasmine. So that's kind of it. The 618 as of right now, if you use the Wix, no. Hold on. I'm going to use, if you do use the Wix, the 618 is currently at 21.5 or 21.6. So if you're above 21.6, you're bullish. And as of right now, you're actually below that. You're at 21.3. If you don't use the Wix on the daily time frame, then the 618 would be at 19.3. So if you look at that way, then you're still above the 618. But I would say if Jasmine doesn't hold 21 cents, it's going to go back to be bearish on the overall time frames. So hopefully this pump was more than just Binance listing. Hopefully it was a long-term pump, and that actually means the bottom was in. I think according to the MACD, the bottom is in on Jasmine. So that's all I got on that. So let's go over to SAJA, and then we'll do ElonOne, and then I'll start taking requests. I don't have much to say on SAJA. I don't think you go much below 20, although the more times you test the support, the more likely you are to break it. This is the third time you've tested 20, so you could go below it. It's kind of hard to do fibs on this, though, because it's a very small market cap coin. So that's all I'm going to say on SAJA. I don't think you go much lower than 20. I don't think you go below 20, actually. So I do have to say this. On ElonOne coin, I guess the market cap is lower than what I thought. It's about 39% lower than what it's at. It says the total market cap is 29.2 million, but because VB burned 39% of it, it's 39% less than whatever it says right now. So 29 million times 0.39 minus whatever that'd be. So I think the market cap, if I'm doing really, really rough math, it's around 15 to 17 million dollars right now, which is extremely cheap. It's way cheaper than I thought it was. So I would say ElonOne is extremely really bullish. They are launching their game this week. I don't know if it will go live, but they're going to start getting everything set up for that this week, which is extremely bullish. So hopefully, by Saturday night is what they're telling me. They should have the game out, if not sooner. It could happen tomorrow, but I don't have the exact date. I just know Saturday is the latest it should happen. Someone told me that. So let me now see the chat. Sorry, I guess I'm not that far behind. How's our plus sized? I am doing great. How are you doing today? Fantastic. I'm not the type of person that, blocks people unless they're like spamming links, that are scams, because people do that, but I'm not. I don't block people. I know there's people on TikTok that block them for every little thing. I'm not like that. So yeah. That's about all I got. If you guys want to see any coins, let me know. But that's about the stuff I had. And for ElonOne coin, I don't think you go below 25 on the chart. So yeah. So yeah, that's about it for ElonOne coin. I do block a lot of people, but I only block people that are spamming links that are like saying, this trader helped me make $1 million. That's the only people I block. Or if you're really negative, then I do that. Continuously negative, I block those people too. But otherwise, I'm pretty tolerant, Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. I would say ElonOne is very bullish. And if there's no other questions, I guess this is going to be a short stream. But LSS, okay, I don't know what that is, but let me look. If it's on Dex Tools, I'll look at it. And maybe it's on, hold on. It's on KuCoin, so I can look at it. So the daily chart, okay, so it's not super new, but it is now, it's, hasn't been around a long time either. Okay, so the 618 from the way low price of 18 cents to the top at being 278. This 618 is using the wicks. The 618 is at $1.17. That's the price you have to stay above. If you don't use the wicks on the daily time frame, then the 618 would be at $1.10. So I would say if you go below $1.10, you're extremely bearish on LSS, and you are very close to $1.10 right now. If you go below $1.10, the 0.76 is down here at 75 cents. Then your next local low would not be until 18 cents. I don't think you go from $1.14 down to 10 cents, or down to 19 cents, I should say, or even 20 cents. But I do think the 0.76 could be on the table if you don't hold $1.10. Then 75 cents would be next. Daily chart on the MACD is looking like it bottomed, though, around the 3rd of November. And if I go to the 1 hour chart, which, yeah, 1 hour chart's going sideways, 15-minute chart, same thing. 15-minute chart's kind of going up a little bit. But I would say you probably did bottom on the daily time frame at, what did I say, that on the 3rd of November, which the price would have been, if I go back to the daily time frame, the 3rd of November, the price was what? The price was $1. I don't know. That's kind of weird. It's saying the MACD bottomed on the 3rd of November, but the price has only gone down since then. So it's a little interesting. Yeah, so I would say if you don't hold the 6-1, so the MACD is not helping very much right now. If you don't hold $1.10, 75 cents is probably incoming on whatever this coin is. Appreciate the follow. Dogecoin. Well, I don't even think I have it on my favorites anymore because I gave up on that coin. I think this coin's kind of dead, to be honest, but hey. So on the daily time frame, I don't have much data on Coinbase, but yeah. I mean, the 6-1 you have to get back above is around 37 cents from the chart data I do have. You also have resistance, it looks like, at 34 cents. So I don't like Dogecoin right now as a play, but if you're already in it from like 2 pennies or less, or even a penny, then you're doing good. But if you're buying it now to trade, that's one thing. If you're trying to invest in it, in my opinion, that's not a good idea. I'd rather invest in some other altcoins on Coinbase or something like that. And if you really like these meme coins, then do shitcoin on Coinbase. I wouldn't be touched because the market cap's like half of what Dogecoin is right now. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I could be wrong about that. SHIB did pass Dogecoin in market cap for a while there, though. But I think SHIB is obviously more popular, so I think it will still do better for the rest of the bull run. Thoughts on Nexo versus Celius for staking? What is the buying level for AVAX? The first question, I have no idea. So I'm not going to try to act like I know that. I don't know. But I can look at AVAX, where to buy it. So it's looking like it's running up. Okay. I don't know what it's up today, but it's because the new day just started, so it's kind of hard to tell. But if you got in at the beginning of the run-up from 50 cents, is that right? Oh, I'm on the daily time frame. That's why it looks crazy. Damn, this thing's just skyrocketing. Well, in the last 24 hours, you're basically up 15%. So this thing is just mooning. Obviously, you're extremely overbought on the daily time frame on the MACD, so that needs to correct. I don't think the fibs are going to be much help because I don't think you've put in a confirmed top. But if $147 was the top, then the 618 you'd have to hold is $88. I mean, I would say that'd be a great buying level if that is the top at 147. But I don't know. I guess it's been 2 or 3 days since that top, and you are making lower highs now. But obviously, $88 won't get hit if you make a new high above $147. I would say, yeah, so anything below 100 would be a great buying opportunity. $88 is where the 618 is right now. 89 actually. $89 is where the 618 is right now. So that would be my buying power, or that's where I would want to get in. Let me look at the market cap on this because I'm sure it's getting up there too. Market cap's $30 billion, so yeah, just be cautious of that when you if you were to get into this. But I would say $90 and lower is a great buy. I don't know if you get that, but that'd be where I'd be looking to get in if you want to be in a safe trade. Yep, no problem on that. So yeah, that's kind of it. Look at this coin. My internet's really slow. Just wanted to look at that. I'm just looking at coins that I haven't looked at in a while. Coins that are dead, but I'm still interested in just to see what that happens with some of the prices. So yeah, that's all I got. I would say let's go back to Bitcoin to wrap things up. So right now it's looking like you have a double bottom at 55.7. If you go below 55.7, Then 55K is next. If you go below 55K, I'd be very bearish on the whole market overall. So that's a level I don't think you can break if you want to still be bullish on this bull run. The 618 that Bitcoin really needs to get above to be bullish would be 64K. If you get above that, then it's going to the moon. It's going to make new all-time highs, in my opinion. So those are the levels to watch out for on Bitcoin, to the upside and to the downside. And that's about all I got for Bitcoin. We can look at NIR. So daily time frame for NIR, it probably topped out at $13. Yeah, I would definitely say it topped out at $13. But if I use, now if we look at the fibs where we could be going, the 618 is currently at $5.72 without the fibs. If you use the wicks, though, then the 618 would be at $6.13. So if you go below $6, especially below 570, I would say you're extremely bearish on NIR coin. But you've already gone down quite a bit from that high, just above $13. So this is in a downtrend. The 618 that maybe you could buy at and hope for a bounce is around $6. $6 is where that would be at. If you go below $6, it's going to be quite bearish, in my opinion. Then the 0.76 is down here at $4.30. But yeah, so I would not be buying this coin until close to $6, or just a little bit below that. But that's it. That's all I got. I will be also live Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, so I should see you guys then. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys, for joining. I'm going to end the YouTube one. And